just so you know, this is our IT director. And this is our, so this is from our federal government. So they got it all set up. You brought the handout?
Does this look dirty or just looks like paper? Like lint? Don't touch it. That's spray. You think I sprayed it? I did an Aisha, huh?
So again, Mayor, when it's time for public comment, you just ask for my an operator will say yea or nay. She's listening.
Well, yeah, I think it's set at a threshold of 100.4. So we can set a lower threshold.
Oh, she's hot. Yeah, you can lower it if, let's say, the person is 95 and you want to test it, then there would be a red box around her face. And then you would get it done.
So Marty, it takes a little, getting close, taking temperatures, physically, you know, come around,
I knew you did.
How you doing? Well,
I bought two things. Is it a magnet? No. The second? It's
what are we supposed to talk about? What are we supposed to party after the meeting with Royce? And Roberto? What are we supposed to do? No, it's good though. All right, you're right. Yeah, I know. As soon as you called me, I went like, right. Call to order the council meeting of May 26, 2020. We stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll for the council, successor agency, and housing authority?
A quorum is present for City Council, Successor Agency, and Housing Authority.
Any persons wishing to address the city council on any agenda items may do so at this time. Are there any callers?
There are no callers at this time.
Thank you. Okay, item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
Move allow payment. Second.
Madam Clerk.
City Council, Successor Agency, and Housing Authority members. Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Chairman votes.
Aye. Adjourn the successor agency and the housing authority. CI 1.
Initiative by Mayor James T. Butts recommending adoption of approval of Executive Order Number 20-05, extending eviction protection to residential and commercial tenants through June 30th, 2020.
Move adoption.
Second.
I'll call for the roll, but it's 2004.
No, I'm sorry, it's 20-05.
Well, in the book, it's wrong.
There was
then.
a
book is
correction,
four.
yes.
Okay, then note the correction.
I did say that, did I?
You did say that.
Okay, all right.
Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
Council members Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. PH1.
That's continued.
Mm-hmm.
It's continued.
Right, but,
Okay, you want me to read it?
yes.
Sure. Public hearing to consider an ordinance amending the Inglewood Municipal Code to establish policies for short-term rentals.
And it will continue to June 23rd, 2020 at 2 p.m. PH2.
The next scheduled matter is a public hearing to consider adoption of a resolution affirming categorical exemptions and approving general plan amendments 2020-01 to adopt an environmental justice element for the Inglewood General Plan.
Has notice of this hearing been given in the time, form, and manner as required by law? And do you have the affidavit on file?
Notice has been given, an affidavit is on file.
No, not this item. Page 2?
Well, it's not in the book.
I'm sorry. What-
Go ahead.
Apologize, Mayor and Council. This item, staff is recommending that this item be postponed till June 9th with a direction to staff to renotice for the hearing.
I'll make that order, but is there any reason why my office wasn't notified?
You were supposed to be notified, Mayor.
Okay, well, this item will be continued until June 9th.
We're not continuing, we're asking specifically that you
Postpone it.
the hearing until June 9th with a direction
Postpone
to
it.
have staff renotice.
Okay, so the hearing is postponed from today to June 9th, and we're going to renotice for the public hearing to occur on June 9th.
Correct.
So ordered.
And the same thing for the next
That's for
public hearing.
PH2, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
same for both.
It'll be the same for PH3.
The same for PH3?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Consent calendar items 2 through 4.
Move adoption.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
I'm sorry, Mayor.
Oh, it's consent calendar items 2 through 4. First by Councilman Franklin, second by Councilman Morales.
And then we're speaking in reference to the change.
To the
from
consent.
PH2 and-
Oh, okay. It's just so ordered on those PH1 and PH2.
Correct. PH2, PH3.
PH2 and PH3 are continued. It's not continued, they're
Postpone.
Right.
Okay, don't tell me
Who's
that
up
again.
first?
It's postponed until
So
June
we don't have
6th.
to vote on it.
No, we
9.
don't have to vote on that.
June 9th, please. He said 6.
No, it's June 9th. You're trying to
He
trick.
said 6. No, it's postponed to June 9th. Yeah. Who's on first?
Deep breath, deep breath.
Okay, you guys, postpone to June 9th, and it'll be renoticed, both of them. 2 and 3, postpone to June 9th.
You want to vote for them? No.
Oh, we don't have to
No,
vote for
I didn't
that.
think so.
Right.
Okay.
And now we're at the consent calendar, and that's where I
Yes.
want the vote. And then Councilman Franklin
Yeah, it's been moved.
moved, and Councilman Morales seconded,
Okay.
and then we're back on track.
Call for the vote.
Okay, yes, call for the
Got
vote.
it. Council members, Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. DR1.
Staff report recommending approval of the Fourth Amendment to CEQA funding agreement number 18055 with Murphy's Bowl to include an additional $96,133.59 to cover costs of certain legal activities and services provided by third-party consultant as a request and on behalf of the city with regards to the proposed development of the National Basketball Association Arena and associated facilities near the intersection of Prairie Avenue and Century Boulevard, necessary to provide certain environmental and legal services on behalf of the city as required and/or contemplated by the exclusive negotiating agreement.
Move 1, 2, and 3.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Council members Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor Bucks.
Aye. A1,
Thank you, Mayor. No oral reports from the city attorney's office.
CM1,
Thank you, Mayor. No oral reports from the city manager's office.
CC1,
No reports, thank you, Mayor.
CT1.
First of all, I want to thank all of the residents and others who have called me and that they are praying for me. Thank you. My subject today, last week we reported on the mayor's attempt to overtake the investment function. Today I'm reporting gross misappropriation of public funds in the amount of $195,983.94. Residents of Inglewood, I stand before you today to inform you of gross misappropriation of public funds. Your tax dollars are currently being allowed by City Manager Artie Fields, Mayor James T. Butts Jr., City Council members George Dawson, Alex Padilla, Eloy Morales, and Ralph Franklin, and City Attorney Ken Pampas. Your tax dollars have been utilized to pay the medical expenses of former council member Jose Fernandez, $92,270.56, who has not been an Inglewood councilman for more than 15 years and was charged and arrested with the following corruption charges as former superintendent, Valley Superintendent: 6 counts of conflict of interest, 2 counts of theft, embezzlement, Judah Dunlap, medical expenses for $4,649.16, who has not been a councilman for more than 11 years. Former Mayor Roosevelt Doran, $65,680.40, who resigned the mayor's office in 2010. And former City Clerk Hermanita Harris, $33,383.82. Before former Councilmember Fernandez resigned from his council seat, number 3, he agendized an item via resolution or ordinance to provide lifetime medical benefits for council members. It was voted on and passed by the city council. However, it is illegal for the city charter, by the city charter, for a mayor or council member to agendize any item and benefit from it. This is our city constitution, and it violates that. Now, let me be clear. The city council can legally vote to pass an ordinance
You should put a mask on.
or resolution to provide lifetime medical benefits to the city clerk and city treasurer. I am asking the city clerk to put, this is my time to speak, Mayor.
Put your mask on.
I'm asking the city clerk to include my report in her documents for the day, for the mayor will surely cut me off so that I will not be able to complete this report. I now call for the FBI, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, and the California State Controller to investigate the misappropriation of public funds detailed in this treasurer's report immediately in the amount of $195,983.94 immediately. The residents and taxpayers of Inglewood deserve much better. Now let me go on as far as I can before I get cut off. As I mentioned, Jose agendized this illegal item when just before he left the council and was hired as a superintendent of Centinela Valley. Let me point out that Councilmember Daniel Tabor, District 1, former Councilmember Garland Hardeman, District 4, who served multiple terms as members, are not entitled to medical benefits because the illegal resolution or ordinance was passed after former Councilmember Daniel Tabor, but I believe was passed while Councilmember Garland Hardeman was on the council. He has contacted me previously asking me for help. Again, this has been allowed by the city manager, Artie Fields, with this gross misappropriation of public funds. And I have talked to him about this item, and when I brought it up regarding the treasurer's not having the benefit, he said, oh, you're not entitled to it because you're not a department head and you're not an executive, but the council members are. I spoke to the mayor about it, and he said, oh, you can use the 10% raise that I gave you and Medicare when you retire to pay for yours. That concludes my remarks.
Thank you. Any persons wishing to make public comment, may do so at this time.
There was a public comment received in the city clerk's email.
Okay.
It's from Melody Mundy, M-U-N-D-Y, and she's just asking the council members to consider writing off a parking ticket she received on April 7th to be excused and reimbursed.
Did she give any details about that citation?
She did,
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Take that and give it to, excuse, did someone interrupt me? Oh, okay, take that and give it to Mr. Fields, and he'll get together with Mr. Esparza, who will get together with Supervisor Tanya Perry and arrange a hearing for her.
Okay. And in due fairness, we did send it to Tanya Perry already, and to our understanding, Tanya Perry has reached out to her via email on May the 19th.
Okay, well,
Yes,
then that's the process, and we don't
It's just she second request, and I just wanted it to be heard.
Oh, I totally appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, with that, since we have no phone, do we have any other phone call-ins?
There are no callers at this.
Okay, then we'll go to council comments, and we'll start with Councilman Alex Padilla.
Thank you, Mayor. No comments, just have a great week. Thank you.
Councilman Franklin?
Stay healthy and be safe.
Likewise, have a nice week, Mayor. Thank you.
Ms. Campbell, I have a question. Could you go up to the mic? Were you here when the vote was made to extend medical benefits to the council? Were you here when the vote was made to extend medical benefits to the council?
I'm sorry, Mayor, I was asking what year was that?
I don't know. I wasn't.
2003.
2003.
Yes, I was employed by the city in 2003.
Okay, so the question I have is that if there was an ordinance and it was adopted, would that be the law for the city?
No, it's correct.
Okay, and so the fact that Mr. Fields runs the city and ministerially, you know, a benefit that was adopted is paid, is that unusual or irregular?
No, it's not.
All right, thank you. Okay, I wanted to tell everyone that we've been doing very, very well in the city as a whole. We've had testing at the forum now going on for a month. We've had over 1,000 Inglewood residents tested. We've tested all the employees for City Hall. We've received no positive tests for any employees at City Hall. I'm giving consideration, the county is extending their stay-at-home orders in a modified fashion until July 1. Ours was going to end on June 8th for city functions, appointment only. I'm giving consideration to extending that. I'm going to look more at the data for COVID infections and deaths and Inglewood infections and make a decision at a later time. But right now, we're going to be status quo until June 8th. We've extended our emergency order, and we are looking forward to greater time. September 10th, the stadium is due to open. The Oculus, the million-pound display for the SoFi Stadium was raised this weekend, and you know, things continue forward for the city of Inglewood. So anyway, with that, I want to thank everybody, and I'm going to adjourn the meeting. Thank you.